If you're taking omega-3 supplements but still struggling with stiff joints, memory lapses, or poor circulation, this video is for you. Because today, we're talking about the 9 dangerous mistakes older adults often make when taking omega-3 without realizing how much it affects their heart, brain, and overall health. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and for more than 20 years, I've worked with older adults who rely on omega-3s for joint comfort, clearer thinking, and better heart function. And while omega-3 is one of the most powerful nutrients for aging well, I've also seen how easily it can be used the wrong way, wrong timing, wrong dosage, wrong combinations, or even the wrong type of omega-3 altogether. Omega-3 isn't just another supplement. It plays a central role in keeping your blood vessels flexible, your brain cells communicating smoothly, and your heart beating in a steady, healthy rhythm. But after 60, the body processes fats differently. Your digestion slows down, your blood becomes more sensitive to clotting changes, and your brain depends even more on the right balance of fatty acids. And that's why these mistakes matter. Some can weaken the benefits of omega-3. Some can irritate your stomach, and a few can quietly raise your bleeding risk or interfere with medications you may already be taking. But here's the good news. Once you understand what to avoid, omega-3 becomes one of the safest and most effective tools for protecting your heart, strengthening your memory, and keeping your joints moving comfortably as you age. So today, let's walk through these 9 common mistakes together, gently, clearly, and step by step, so you can get the full healing power of omega-3 without putting your health at risk. Let's begin with one of the most common mistakes I see in older adults: taking omega-3 on an empty stomach. It seems simple. Many people take their morning pills together with a glass of water, and omega-3 ends up being swallowed right along with them. But after 60, this small habit quietly reduces the benefits of omega-3 and increases the chances of stomach discomfort. Here's why it matters so much. Omega-3 is a fat-based nutrient, and your body can only absorb it well when there is other fat present in your stomach. Without fat, the oil floats at the top of the stomach contents and passes through your digestive system far too quickly. Several clinical studies show that taking omega-3 without food can reduce absorption by 40 to 50%, meaning your heart, brain, and joints receive only half the benefit you think they are getting. That's why so many older adults tell me, "I've been taking fish oil for years, but I don't feel any difference." Often, the problem isn't the supplement, it's the timing. There's also the issue of stomach sensitivity. Omega-3 capsules are naturally oily. When they hit an empty stomach, they can cause nausea, burping with a fishy taste, acid reflux, or a heavy, uncomfortable feeling. And these symptoms become more noticeable after 60 because stomach acid tends to decrease with age, making digestion slower and more delicate. When omega-3 is taken with food, the stomach handles the oil gently and steadily without irritation. Another hidden concern is blood sugar. Taking omega-3 alone in the morning can cause slight dizziness or shakiness because you're adding oil without calories that provide energy. This effect is small in younger people, but older adults, especially those with diabetes or low blood pressure, often feel the impact more strongly. So what's the right way to take omega-3? Here's the guidance I give my patients. Take omega-3 with your largest meal of the day, ideally lunch or dinner. Make sure the meal includes healthy fats, avocado, nuts, eggs, salmon, olive oil, or yogurt. If you prefer taking supplements in the morning, pair omega-3 with peanut butter toast, oatmeal with nuts, or scrambled eggs. If burping or reflux occurs, take the capsule mid-meal, not before or after. Never take omega-3 with just black coffee or tea. It won't absorb properly. This one small change can completely transform how omega-3 works in your body. Better absorption means better support for your heart, smoother joints, clearer memory, and calmer inflammation. Omega-3 is incredibly powerful for older adults, but only when your body can actually use it. And that starts with giving it the right partner, a meal with real healthy fat. The second mistake is something I see almost every week in my clinic. Older adults buying generic fish oil and assuming it's the same as high-quality omega-3. The label may say 1,000 milligrams fish oil, and it looks like a great deal. But what many people don't realize is that most of that 1,000 milligrams is just filler oil from the fish body, not the active ingredients your brain, heart, and joints actually need. The nutrients that make omega-3 so powerful are EPA and DHA. These are the two fatty acids responsible for reducing inflammation, supporting memory, protecting the heart, and improving blood flow. But here's the problem. Most low-cost fish oils contain only 200 to 300 milligrams of EPA plus DHA combined, and the rest is inactive oil that your body struggles to use. After 60, your digestive system absorbs fats less efficiently. That means older adults need a higher percentage of EPA and DHA, not lower. Yet generic fish oil gives you very little of what matters. This is why so many seniors tell me they've been taking fish oil for years, but feel no improvement in joint stiffness, memory, or circulation. Another concern is oxidation. EPA and DHA are extremely delicate and break down easily when exposed to heat, air, or poor storage conditions. Cheap fish oils are more likely to oxidize, and oxidized oils increase inflammation, irritate digestion, cause fishy burps, and may even stress the liver. A study from the University of Auckland found that over 40% of fish oil products on store shelves were oxidized before people even opened the bottle. Older adults, especially those with heart disease or kidney issues, are much more sensitive to these oxidized oils. There's also the issue of purity. Lower quality oils may still contain traces of mercury, PCBs, or contaminants from poorly filtered fish, something seniors absolutely want to avoid. So how do you choose the right omega-3? Here's what I recommend to my older patients. Look for EPA plus DHA on the label, not just fish oil. Aim for at least 600 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA plus DHA per serving. Choose products labeled triglyceride form or reesterified triglyceride. These absorb far better after 60. Avoid omega-3 in huge bargain bottles. The oil spoils faster once opened. If you're taking omega-3 for memory, choose one with higher DHA. If you're taking it for heart or joint health, choose one with higher EPA, and most importantly, don't assume fish oil is fish oil. Two bottles can look identical, but one may help your heart and brain, while the other does almost nothing at all. Choosing the right type of omega-3 is one of the simplest ways to protect your health as you age, and it ensures that every capsule you take is truly working for you. This next mistake is especially important for older adults because so many people over 60 take at least one blood-thinning medication. Aspirin, Plavix, Eliquis, Xarelto, or warfarin. Omega-3 is incredibly heart-friendly, but it also has a natural blood-thinning effect of its own. When combined incorrectly with prescription blood thinners, it can quietly increase your risk of bruising, nosebleeds, or internal bleeding without you realizing the connection. Let me explain what's happening inside the body. Omega-3 makes your blood less sticky. This is wonderful for preventing clots, improving circulation, and supporting the heart, especially in seniors. But medications like warfarin or aspirin work in a very similar way. When the two overlap at the wrong time or in the wrong amounts, their thinning effects can stack on top of each other. Many older adults don't notice anything at first, but then small signs begin to appear. Bruises that form more easily, cuts that take longer to stop bleeding, gums bleeding when brushing teeth, nosebleeds that linger, or feeling lightheaded after standing up. These are early warnings that your blood may be too thin. Another concern is warfarin, Coumadin. Warfarin depends on a delicate balance between vitamin K, diet, and supplements. Large doses of omega-3, especially if taken close to your warfarin dose, can disturb this balance and lead to INR numbers that swing too high. For older adults, even a small increase in INR can raise the risk of internal bleeding. But here's the reassuring part. You don't need to stop omega-3, you just need to take it correctly. Here's what I recommend to my patients. If you take blood thinners in the morning, take omega-3 with lunch or dinner, never with breakfast. Keep your omega-3 dosage conservative, usually 500 to 1,000 milligrams. EPA plus DHA per day unless your doctor advises more. Never take high-dose omega-3, 2,000 milligrams plus, without medical guidance. If you're on warfarin, check your INR a few weeks after starting or changing omega-3. If you bruise easily, have nosebleeds, or feel faint, pause omega-3 and speak with your doctor. Avoid combining omega-3 with garlic pills, ginkgo, or high-dose vitamin E, which also thin the blood. Omega-3 is one of the best tools we have for protecting the aging heart. But after 60, the details, timing, dosage, and medication interactions matter more than ever. Managing them correctly keeps you safe while still giving you every benefit omega-3 has to offer. This next mistake is one of the most surprising to older adults, choosing low-cost or bargain-sized bottles of omega-3 without realizing how easily they oxidize. Omega-3 oils are delicate. They break down quickly when exposed to heat, light, air, or poor processing. And once they oxidize, they don't just lose their benefits. They can actually increase inflammation, upset your stomach, and place extra stress on your heart and liver. Let me explain why this is so important after 60. EPA and DHA, the two active components of omega-3, are extremely sensitive to oxygen. When they oxidize, they form harmful byproducts called lipid peroxides. These compounds can irritate your digestive system, cause burping with a fishy taste, trigger nausea, or leave you with a heavy feeling in your chest. Many seniors assume these symptoms are just what fish oil does, but in reality, they're signs the oil has gone bad. A large study from the University of Auckland tested common fish oil supplements and found that over 40% were already oxidized before people even opened the bottle. Cheaper brands were the most affected, especially those packaged in large clear containers or stored on warm shelves. Oxidized omega-3 also loses most of its anti-inflammatory power. Instead of supporting your joints, brain, and blood vessels, the degraded oil quietly works against you, contributing to joint discomfort, digestive irritation, increased fatigue, or a general sense that the supplement isn't helping anymore. For older adults with heart disease, arthritis, or chronic inflammation, this makes a big difference. Another issue is storage. Many people keep omega-3 in warm bathrooms near the stove or in sunny kitchens. Warmth and humidity break down fish oil even faster. Seniors who live in hot climates or keep their home warm for comfort are especially affected. So how do you protect yourself? Here's the guidance I give my patients. Choose omega-3 from reputable brands with testing seals such as IFOS, USP, or NSF. Look for dark, opaque bottles, never clear ones. Avoid huge bargain-sized bottles. They oxidize as soon as you open them. Store omega-3 in a cool, dark place. Some brands can even be kept in the refrigerator. Smell the capsule if you're unsure. A strong, fishy odor is a sign of oxidation. If your omega-3 causes burping, sour taste, or nausea, stop using it and switch brands. When omega-3 is fresh, it reduces inflammation, protects your heart, and supports your brain beautifully. But when it's oxidized, it becomes the opposite, a source of irritation your older body shouldn't have to fight. Choosing high-quality omega-3 isn't about spending more money. It's about giving your body the clean, safe nutrients it needs to stay strong as you age. This next mistake is something many older adults never think about: storing omega-3 in places that feel convenient, like the bathroom cabinet, the kitchen counter, or next to the stove. It seems harmless. After all, many medications are kept in the bathroom, and supplements often sit near the coffee maker or toaster. But omega-3 is different. It is one of the most temperature-sensitive supplements you can buy, and storing it in warm or humid places can quietly destroy its effectiveness. Let me explain why this matters more after 60. Omega-3 oils are extremely delicate. Both EPA and DHA break down when exposed to heat, light, humidity, and oxygen. When the oil starts to degrade, it becomes oxidized, something we talked about in the previous mistake. Oxidized oil loses its benefits and starts producing compounds that irritate the stomach, increase inflammation, and cause those unpleasant, fishy burps many seniors complain about. Now here's the part most people don't realize. A warm bathroom can reach temperatures of 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit after a shower. Cabinets above the stove often stay warm all day, especially when cooking. Kitchen counters exposed to sunlight heat up and accelerate oxidation. For older adults who keep their home cozy or warm for comfort, these temperature swings are even greater, and omega-3 breaks down even faster. I often hear patients say, "But the bottle was sealed, doesn't that protect it?" Unfortunately, no. Even sealed bottles allow tiny amounts of air inside, and once the oil begins to oxidize, the process continues even if the container is closed, and humidity is just as damaging. Moisture in bathrooms or near dishwashers increases the breakdown of fish oil. Over time, this leads to weaker capsules, loss of potency, and more digestive discomfort. So how should omega-3 be stored? Here's what I recommend. Keep omega-3 in a cool, dark place, such as a bedroom drawer or hallway cabinet. Avoid storing it in the kitchen or bathroom entirely. If you live in a warm climate, keep your omega-3 in the refrigerator. Most high-quality brands allow this. Choose smaller bottles so the oil is used up quickly and doesn't sit for months. Check for expiration dates and avoid using capsules that smell strongly of fish. Storing omega-3 correctly is one of the simplest ways to protect your investment and protect your health. After 60, every nutrient you take should support your heart, brain, and joints, not work against them. And sometimes a small habit, like moving your bottle to a cooler place, makes a bigger difference than you expect. This next mistake is one of the quietest and one of the most common. Many older adults take too little omega-3 to get any actual benefit. The label may say 1,000 milligrams fish oil, and it sounds like a big dose. But what many people don't realize is that most of that 1,000 milligrams is not the active ingredient your heart and brain need. It's filler oil. The real therapeutic nutrients in omega-3 are EPA and DHA. Those are the fatty acids that reduce inflammation, support memory, improve blood flow, and protect your heart as you age. But here's the problem. Many inexpensive or popular brands contain only 200 to 300 milligrams of EPA plus DHA combined, far too little to make a meaningful difference in seniors. This is why so many older adults say, "I've been taking fish oil for years, and I still don't feel better." In most cases, the issue isn't your body. The issue is the dosage. After 60, your digestion slows. Your body absorbs fats less efficiently, and your heart, brain, and joints often need more support than they did years ago. That means the minimum effective dose often needs to be higher for older adults. Research shows that many of the real benefits, like improving triglycerides, reducing joint stiffness, or supporting memory, don't happen unless you reach around 800 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA plus DHA per day. not just 1,000 milligrams of fish oil. Taking too little omega-3 means your blood vessels don't soften the way they should. Your joints stay stiff in the morning, memory and focus don't improve, and inflammation remains unchanged. Another mistake is taking omega-3 once in a while. Many people take it only a few days a week or skip doses without realizing omega-3 needs to build up in your cells consistently. Missing days often prevents you from reaching therapeutic levels. So what should you do? Here's my simple guidance for older adults. Check the label for EPA plus DHA amounts, not fish oil milligrams. Aim for 800 to 1,000 milligrams, EPA plus DHA daily unless your doctor recommends more. If you're using omega-3 for memory, choose a formula with higher DHA. For heart and joint support, choose one with higher EPA. Take omega-3 consistently for at least 8 to 12 weeks before expecting results. If you're unsure, bring your bottle to your next doctor visit. A quick look at the label tells us everything omega-3 is powerful, but only when the dose is right. And after 60, giving your body the proper amount can mean the difference between nothing changes and I finally feel a difference. This next mistake is one many older adults fall into without meaning to, taking too much omega-3, thinking that more is better. Omega-3 is one of the safest supplements we have, but at high doses, it becomes very powerful. And after 60, when your blood vessels, liver, and circulation become more sensitive, taking too much can quietly increase your risk of bruising, bleeding, and dizziness. Let me explain what happens. Omega-3 naturally thins the blood. This is one of its biggest benefits. It makes blood flow more smoothly, reduces clot formation, and supports heart health. But when the dose gets too high, the thinning effect becomes stronger than your body needs. Many seniors unknowingly take 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of EPA plus DHA per day, especially if they're using concentrated formulas or taking multiple pills. And at these levels, small warning signs begin to appear. Easy bruising, nosebleeds that take longer to stop, bleeding gums, cuts that won't clot quickly, or feeling lightheaded when standing up. Most people never link these symptoms to omega-3 because omega-3 feels natural and safe. But high-dose omega-3 interacts with the body in ways that matter more in older age. There's also the issue of medications. Many seniors already take aspirin, Plavix, Eliquis, Xarelto, or warfarin. Adding high-dose omega-3 on top of these medications amplifies their effects. Even supplements like garlic, ginkgo, or vitamin E can compound the bleeding risk when paired with large doses of omega-3. And here's something many people don't expect. High-dose omega-3 can cause a drop in blood pressure. For someone who already runs low, say 100/60 or 95/65, this can lead to dizziness, blurred vision, cold extremities, or even a fall. Another quiet effect is on the liver. The liver plays a large role in processing fats. Consuming very large amounts of omega-3 can strain an aging liver, slow digestion, or cause nausea after meals. So how much is safe? Here's the guidance I give my patients. Keep daily omega-3 at 800 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA plus DHA unless your doctor recommends more. If you take blood thinners, stay at the lower end of that range. Avoid taking multiple fish oil capsules unless you've checked the EPA/DHA amounts. If you notice bruising, bleeding gums, or nosebleeds, lower the dose immediately. Never take high-dose omega-3 for memory or joints. Higher doses do not increase benefits for these conditions. Spread your dose with meals if needed. Don't take everything at once. Omega-3 is powerful because it affects your blood, your heart, and your cells directly. And while the right amount can transform your health, too much can push your body off balance. After 60, the goal is not more. The goal is enough, and knowing exactly where that healthy line is. This next mistake is one many older adults never think twice about: taking omega-3 right alongside a high-sugar meal. For many people, breakfast is the time they take supplements, and that breakfast often includes orange juice, sweetened oatmeal packets, pastries, or even a morning muffin. It feels harmless, but after 60, pairing omega-3 with sugar-rich foods can quietly interfere with digestion, slow absorption, and increase discomfort. Let me explain why. Omega-3 needs healthy fat to absorb well. When you eat a meal that's mostly sugar and very little fat, your stomach empties much more quickly. That means omega-3 capsules move through your digestive system before they have a chance to break down properly. Instead of absorbing into your bloodstream, they pass through too fast, and most of the benefits are lost. At the same time, sugar causes your insulin to rise sharply. When insulin spikes, it shifts how your body handles fats. Instead of prioritizing omega-3 absorption, your body focuses on clearing the sugar first. This delays the movement of EPA and DHA into your cells and reduces their anti-inflammatory effects. This is why many older adults say, "I took my omega-3 with breakfast, but I felt nauseous," or "it makes me burp or feel unsettled in my stomach." It's not the omega-3 itself, it's the combination of fast sugar plus slow-digesting oil. There's also a blood pressure and circulation concern. Consuming sugar-heavy meals raises insulin, and insulin temporarily causes the blood vessels to tighten. Omega-3, meanwhile, works to relax the blood vessels. These two opposing effects can make older adults feel lightheaded, flushed, shaky, or unusually tired after eating. These changes are sharper in seniors with diabetes, insulin resistance, or high blood pressure, which is a large portion of adults over 60. Another hidden issue is triglycerides. Sugar raises triglycerides, and when omega-3 is taken at the same time, the liver has to manage both sugar and fat simultaneously. This increases the workload on an aging liver and slows the benefits omega-3 normally provides. So what's the right way to take omega-3? Here's the guidance I give my patients. Never take omega-3 with a meal that's primarily sugar. Avoid pairing omega-3 with orange juice, sweetened oatmeal packets, pastries, donuts, or flavored yogurts. Take omega-3 with meals that contain healthy fat: eggs, avocado, yogurt, nuts, salmon, olive oil, or nut butter. If your mornings are usually light or sugary, move your omega-3 dose to lunch or dinner. If omega-3 makes you nauseous, take it mid-meal, not before or after eating. This one change, separating omega-3 from high-sugar meals, dramatically improves how your body absorbs the supplement and how good you feel afterward. It helps your heart, joints, and memory get the full benefit without the discomfort. After 60, your body needs steady support, not sugar-fueled spikes and crashes. And taking omega-3 at the right time is one of the simplest ways to keep your heart and brain protected. Our final mistake is one that causes a lot of confusion: believing that plant-based omega-3, like chia seeds, flaxseed, hemp seeds, or walnuts, works just as well as fish oil. These foods are healthy, no doubt about it. They contain fiber, antioxidants, and heart-friendly nutrients. But the type of omega-3 they provide, called ALA, is very different from the EPA and DHA found in fish oil. And after 60, that difference matters more than most people realize. Here's the simple truth: your body must convert ALA into EPA and DHA before it can use it for heart, brain, and joint health. But the human body converts only 3 to 5% of ALA into EPA and less than 1% into DHA. For older adults, those numbers are often even lower because the conversion relies on enzymes that naturally decline with age. This means you could eat chia seeds, flax, or walnuts every day and still not get enough EPA or DHA to support your heart rhythm, memory, or circulation. Many seniors tell me, I eat chia seeds every morning, so I don't need fish oil. But when we test their omega-3 levels, they are almost always low, especially in DHA, the fatty acid that protects the brain. This is one reason some older adults still struggle with brain fog, dry eyes, or stiff joints even when they believe they're getting enough omega-3 from plants. There's also the issue of inflammation. EPA is particularly good at lowering inflammation in blood vessels and joints. Since plant ALA rarely converts into meaningful EPA levels, older adults relying solely on plant omega-3 often miss out on these benefits. And here's something most people don't know. Women over 60 convert ALA to EPA slightly better than men, but both still fall far below the levels needed for real therapeutic effects. Now, does this mean you shouldn't eat plant omega-3? Not at all. These foods are wonderful additions to your diet. They support digestion, fiber intake, and overall nutrition, but they should be supplements to your omega-3 plan, not the main source. Here's what I recommend to my patients. Use plant omega-3 as bonus nutrients, not replacements for fish oil. If you don't eat fish, choose an algae-based DHA supplement, which delivers the same fatty acid found in fish. Aim for 300 to 600 milligrams DHA if memory support is your goal. If you're vegan or vegetarian, algae DHA is especially important. ALA alone is not enough. Continue eating chia, flax, and walnuts, but don't rely on them for therapeutic omega-3 levels. After 60, your brain, eyes, and blood vessels depend on reliable, high-quality EPA and DHA. Plant omega-3 is healthy, but it's simply not the same. And once you understand that, you can make choices that truly support your long-term health, memory, and well-being. So as we finish today's lesson, I want to leave you with one simple reminder. Omega-3 is one of the most powerful nutrients we have for protecting the aging heart, brain, and joints. But like many good things in health, the details matter. When you take it, how you store it, what you pair it with, and which type you choose. These may seem like small decisions, but after 60, small decisions add up quickly inside the body. When you avoid these 9 mistakes, omega-3 finally works the way it's meant to. Your joints feel looser, your memory feels sharper, your circulation feels smoother, and your energy becomes steadier throughout the day. And most importantly, you gain confidence, knowing you're giving your heart and brain the support they deserve. If today's video helped you, I hope you'll stay with me for more. I make these lessons because older adults deserve clear, trustworthy information that truly improves their daily life. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who may also be taking omega-3 the wrong way without realizing it. And let me know in the comments, which mistake surprised you the most? I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take good care of yourself.